pick up a
and
tire than
discussing
a
it.
whole rack. You know, if they're just coming to steal like what's on the top or something. But
Hello.
You're live.
All right. So this is my plug-in Subaru. I am gonna brag and say that I am the only human in Florida with a plug-in Subaru as of right now. I
Oh.
waited until it hit the market and I had to drive it down from New York.
oh wow. Okay.
So this is not a fully electric car. It's a plug-in hybrid. So it has the ability to go electric. This is only a level 1 charger. It can go to level 2, which is what this one is. Come off.
So as he's doing that, he just explained that there's 4 types of cars, which I didn't know. So you can tell you that. Fully gas, fully electric, a hybrid like yours, which is a gas with a finish it.
Yeah, like a battery backup. So
Yeah, battery backup.
when you brake, it charges the battery.
Or
and then
his,
plug in.
which is an electric with a gas backup.
Right.
So whenever I go long distances, the gas picks up. But since I live in the city and I never drive more than 20 miles a day, I am essentially fully electric as long as I stay in the city and can find places to charge, which is
How many miles does it give you before it starts kicking in the gas?
like 20.
20. Okay.
And that's on the low end for
Mhm.
electric cars. Nowadays you're gonna see a lot more. But I like the outdoors, so I had to get a Subaru. I can't deal with those fancy electric cars. I'm not fancy. So this is one of the level 2 chargers. So this is an adapter to a level 1. I mean, or a level to the.
And these levels correspond to voltages or
Yeah.
current,
So
amperage?
110, 220. So this is a. I guess what would this be? This would be like a
480?
480, 440 to a two or
240?
240.
So if you had a 240 socket and you had the right adapter to go into it, like we have a 240 over there by the garage, it's got a different configuration, but if you had that adapter for the right, positive, negative, neutral, there's no positive, negative in AC, I'm sorry, for the hot, the ground, and the neutral, then it would bump it. No, it doesn't have a transformer, so it's not going to bump it up to 480. This would
This bumps it down.
bumps it down.
So this is for a level. So this is 250 volts
Okay.
down to I guess 180 or whatever it is.
10, does it say? This side says 240 volts, and this side says 250
Wait,
volts.
there's 110 and 240. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So 110 is this. Let me do it the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, I will share the biggest lesson I learned.
Yeah.
So this is my 110 adapter.
Yes. Okay. So there's the 110 adapter, and that is some kind of transformer in there,
And the biggest lesson I learned
and that goes into the car.
is you can't use a regular cord. You have to use a 10 gauge
Yeah.
if you need to extend.
Because the current is going to fry your cords and melt them, right?
It'll just it'll short the wherever you're charging from. You have to flip the switcher.
Oh, it'll just break the circuit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to use a 10 gauge
Which are
extension cord, which are not cheap.
No, they're not cheap. This is the Tesla adapter that doesn't work anymore. It
Oh.
used to work, but then Tesla fucked with their app and made it impossible to
Oh.
work anymore. Huh? No, it's because of the app. It's not about the adapters anymore. It's you have to.
So
own a
what
Tesla
you
to
just
use
showed me was a 110 charging cord that plugs right in.
Yeah.
That's that.
So
Now
that
you
takes
have
that takes like 8 hours to charge.
right.
I
So,
like
there's also the 240,
Mhm.
which
mainly because
this can do.
Mhm.
This is 110 or 2.
Or 240. It'll sense
240.
the difference.
Yeah.
But how do you get into the 240? Do you have
Most of
another
them-
adapter?
Most of them are look just like the one that we showed you.
Mhm. But it has a different plug, I'm sure.
On the other side.
Yeah.
But this plug is the
Yeah,
same.
the plug's the same. Okay, so why do you need that then?
This is so there's 2 types of level 2 charging.
Hmm.
One of them looks like this.
Okay.
And the other one looks like this with an extra add-on.
Okay.
So this one will adapt from this type of level 2 to this. And I don't need the adapter for the other level 2
Mm-hmm.
because there's always a second plug there that works here with this.
Where is that when you say there at the
All
charging
the
station?
Charging stations like Charge Now and I mean like Charge Point.
So I think I'm understanding that you drive up to a Charge Now station and you grab a cord that they have and you plug directly into your Subaru because it has that configuration, and that's a 240 plug usually.
Yep.
But if you come to a station that doesn't have one,
That's a level 3.
to level 3, then you'd plug into this adapter and then this goes to your car specifically
And it bumps it down.
and bumps it down.
So like Walmart, for example,
Mhm.
all the level 2 chargers are always broken. They never work. But the level 3s do work. So that's why I have this adapter.
Okay.
Because not as many people use the level 3s.
So by level 1, we mean a traditional 110 socket.
Yep.
That's what you showed me. By level 2, we mean a 240 socket that is made to plug directly into your car. And by level 3, you mean also another 240 volt socket, but with a different configuration, which your car doesn't have, so you have an adapter.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
Teslas can charge level 3, mine can't.
I see. But the level 3, does it also imply that there's a higher voltage at level
It's
3?
a much higher voltage. It charges
Oh.
a lot faster, but it's bad on your battery.
Yeah.
It'll kill your battery faster.
Yeah.
So, given the opportunity, if you have time, always slow charge.
Yeah.
Always, always, always.
Now, is it a multiple, like the level 1 you said takes 8 hours, level 2 takes 4?
3 to 4 hours. Yeah.
Because it's a double of the voltage from 110 to 240. So really, the level 3 must be a multiple of that. It must be 480, and then your adapter's letting you slow it down, but it says 250 on there, so I'm confused.
It still takes me 3 to 4 hours.
Oh.
Because it slows it down. Or else it
Sure.
blow up my car.
Right.
But a Tesla can handle it.
Yeah.
So a Tesla can charge in an hour.
Yep.
Like, because I've heard about these places you go get some pie and charge your car,
Yep.
and then you're done. So that's the Tesla versus.
And as I understand it, you don't need a full charge. If you're moving through places that have chargers, you do your shopping, you're plugged in when you're shopping, you come out, you drive a little bit, you plug in. I mean, in India, we drove across half the subcontinent in electric cars, and we just scavenged power wherever we could find it to get a few more, tens of miles.
I'm going there in a month.
Are you?
I'm going to Goa and then Ahmedabad.
Oh, neat. We started in Pune and then Mumbai and then went up to New Delhi in electric cars.
Oh, okay.
It was good fun.
I might go to Mumbai because that's in between.
Yeah,
It's the biggest city in between the two areas that I
right, because Goa's in the south, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Goes in the south. It's like the Cancun of India.
yeah.
And then Ahmedabad is like the exact opposite. It's where Gandhi's from.
Yes, I was there.
The most conservative area. Oh, you were there?
Yeah,
Oh,
went
I
to the
missed it.
Gandhi shrine. It's really cool. That's where I learned about
So
biodiversity.
you can legit charge this car if all you had was a 110 plug,
Well,
like the house?
you would need that adapter.
With the adapter.
Yeah.
Like if you just like said, oh, we have a plug over there, just go
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I could plug in inside of your house. It would take me 8 hours to charge up.
Right.
But
if
isn't
you're
it worth
spending
it?
the night somewhere, you could just
Yeah,
plug it in.
exactly.
Isn't it worth it to plug in when you've parked like this to do some work and give it a boost?
Yeah, it's just hard to find that. Because, like, in the city, people protect their. Just the way that the parking lots are
Mm.
designed,
Right.
and the way buildings are.
But you could charge here now.
Yeah.
Maybe you
yeah,
should.
When I go to a friend's house, I
Yeah.
can charge up.
Because we were running out of power and we were going through the forest in I think it was Gujarat. I don't, but we were way in the middle of nowhere and the car was getting lower and lower, and so we'd have to stop and wait. The batteries will sort of pick back up if you wait for a while, and then you can get a few more miles, and then they'll drain down. So the batteries are funny because they have electrochemistry. So if you leave them sit, they'll bump back up to the point where they can give you current. But then they drain down and then they can't move. So we were doing this sort of skipping thing, and people were looking around, and one of the guys made a phone call and said, Prince Rajpipla, his palace is in this forest somewhere. So we thought, okay, let's find it. So we went and found Rajpipla's palace and went to the guard at the gate and said, we're in these electric cars, we've got these documentary filmmakers, we're running out of power. Well, what do we do? Can we plug in your gate? And he says, yeah, I think so. He says, I may have to rewire something to make it easier for you. So let me look at your plug-in. He said it could take me like a few minutes to do this. He says, let me call the Raj. So, oh, he's here. So he calls the Raj, the prince. And the prince says, invite them to spend the night and play music with me. And so we plug the cars into charge, and then he invites us for this wonderful dinner, and he shows us around where all the animals that have been hunted over the years. And he's like, I apologize about the tiger head on the wall, but that was the way people did things in the old days. I will never hunt. I will never hunt. I'm a big conservationist. And we played music with him all night long at a huge feast. And he's like, I'm so glad you needed to charge your car. See what happens when you drive an electric car?
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's a good thing because you meet people who have ideas.
Did you get any of that on your documentary film?
Yeah.
That's
I gotta see your work.
They did. I didn't make the documentary. The documentary was made by the India Youth Climate Network.
Oh wow.
So when you get there, if you ask about IYCN, the India Youth Climate Network, the 2009 Reva Electric Car and Solar Tour.
That's one of the reasons I'm going is to meet all the smart city people.
Yeah.
And
Oh, cool.
climate's my career. I'm a climate guy.
Me too.
Ready to hit this one?
Let's go. Let's
Head
go.
song. All right.
Excellent.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for that
Look
explanation.
at, you know, I think
appreciate
it's,
meeting
I
you.
think it's
Yeah,
clear that
likewise.
We need to arrange a time where you come back. The TH is going to be here. You can play music. You can talk about the climate.
Yeah.
I think there's just
Take
too
a
many
picture together also?
Yeah, that would be great.
that I'm connected with that. we kind of
Just because
have-
I'm live on my YouTube channel, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi everyone, Annalise Fussell.
I'm Zach Hosner.
Oh, hi, Marianne Bishop. He's going
That's
to.
Jared Jacobs.
He's going
Going to the
to
composting
running.
toilet.
Yeah,
He's running.
he's going to leave a donation.
We appreciate your contributions, and his full name is
Jared.
Jared Jacobs, documentary filmmaker. All right, and your name. And your name, sir.
Sonny.
Sir Sonny. Name. What was that? The gardener. Sonny Bishop, ladies and gentlemen. Cool, thank you.
No, I mean, it's like I love listening to people like y'all talk because I learn so much.